Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and I'm going to show you some super easy ways to decorate a beautiful table. So for us Canadians, Thanksgiving is just around the corner. If you're American and you're watching this, you're going to get a head start on some great easy decorating tips. So my first tip is addressing the table. And I'm gonna say something a little different. Usually the typical thing is to put a tablecloth on it, and you absolutely can do that. But I'm gonna say let the table show through. This is actually my table at home, and it's a marble table, and I love it, and I wanna show it. Or if you have a wood table that you love, again, you could show it. So I think a great solution that works for Thanksgiving is a table runner. And again, you don't have to go out and buy a table runner. You can get something simple like this, which is actually just a piece of burlap. You can get it at your local craft store or your local dollar store, and it just, to me, says fall. It's got texture to it, it's got the colors to it, and it's super easy to put down on your table. So tip number 2 is creating your super easy centerpiece. Do not go out and buy a really expensive flower centerpiece. You don't need to do that. You basically will have everything at home or a small trip to the grocery store. So what I did is brought out a cheese plate that I already had and a cloche. You could look at things like cake plates, or jars of things or vases that you have, and then put things like fruit in them. You could put apples, you could put pears. I put small pumpkins and squashes. You could also put your candlesticks out, or I put little tea light holders. So use what you already have to create moments for your centerpiece. Tip number 3 is your place setting. Again, I don't want you to go out and buy a new place setting, but if you are gonna buy one thing, it would be the charger. So I loved these. I kept my old place settings, but I did buy these chargers. Now, if you're really handy, you could probably, go cut down some trees or wood and make these, but I love this. But you can get any kinds of chargers anywhere now. A white or a gold or a black would be really fun. But then I just went into my cupboard and used the plates I already had. Plain white plates will always work. And then I had something a little decorative. So again, use the plates you have at home. And if you're gonna do one purchase, go for the charger. So tip number 4 is name cards. Now, not everyone wants to do a name card, but I kind of think it's fun at Thanksgiving, especially if you have kids. I know my kids love this as well. So a really easy way to do it, which I did, was a little pumpkin, and then got these little name cards at the dollar store or at your craft store that literally cost about 10 cents, and write the name and tie it with some burlap. Some other ideas you could do is actually go out and just take a leaf and tie it with the same thing. You could have a cinnamon stick or just something that you have at home, but it creates a little added touch to your place setting. And tip number 5, I'm gonna say, is just simplicity, which has kind of been a running theme of what I'm saying here, but I'm gonna say simplicity with the napkin, because I have over the years seen and tried to fold napkins and do all these kind of fancy things, but I'm gonna tell you and share with you what I love best is just fold it like this into a rectangle and lay it on the plate and put your little place card holder on top. It's really cute, it's modern, it's fresh, and it's easy. And tip number 6 is to add your personal touches. And I think we've done that with this table, but I just want to give you a few extras if you want to go the extra mile. I think you could do things like these little pumpkins we put as place cards. You could spray paint them gold. That would be fun. You could add glitter to them. Kids would love that. One thing we did do here is a little DIY is we got corkboard from an office supply store. We cut out a picture of a leaf, traced it on the corkboard, cut it out, and these are our trivets for all our food that comes out on Thanksgiving. So just to recap the tips to make a beautiful Thanksgiving table. First, instead of your traditional tablecloth, think about a runner. Second, your centerpiece, keep it simple. I say use some fruit and squashes and pumpkins from the store, and candles and already things that you have. Your plates, go use what you already have in your cupboard. And if you're gonna spend the money, spend it on something fun for the charger. Name cards, again, something really simple. You could use a leaf or a little pumpkin like we did. Napkins, I love simplicity. Just fold it into a rectangle, put your name card on top, and then add personal touches like we did with our little DIY trivet. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, I'd love it if you could like my video, if you could make sure to subscribe and share it with your family and friends. And don't forget to hop on over to karladreyerdesign.com and sign up for my email, as I do send weekly tips and tricks on decor and decorating.